Hello card fans, welcome back to another video on the channel. This is Magic the Gathering Arena, and today I'm going to talk about this new deck I put together. I call it Izzet a Test, but just a play on words. So really, as you might have guessed, really like the Slickshot Show-off. So I wanted to try doing a Izzet style deck with the red-blue, using a lot of the same mechanics as just a normal Slickshot deck, just red, with a little splash of blue, and then added in a few other Slickshotters. So we got this Slick sequence, and then we've got Leela, the undefeated Slickshot. So land, just typical land stuff here. Do have the ability to turn this one into a creature if needed. But yeah, nothing too special here. But I wanted to just give it a shot. So let's get into some ranked play and see how we do. Okay, going in playing Izzet a Test, my new Izzet deck, to see is it viable. Let's see here. Alright, it's going to be a little bit of a slow start on this one, but go ahead and get the damage out. Hoping for another red here on this next draw. I can get the kimono out and then start throwing out the other stuff. Alright. Like I said, slow start. Let's see. Another Izzet deck, maybe. Noticed lately that Arena has been pairing me against several of the same colors. So if I'm running Izzet, they're running Izzet. Alright, let's see here. Do that. I could do that. So we'll throw out Slickshot here. Throw out the kimono. Get a little bit of a boost. And then we're gonna go in. See what happens. And awesome. Alright, good setup on that. Be able to get the next slick shot out with this. Alright, we'll hold back and let's go in with these two guys, see what happens. Are you blocking? Are you gonna block? What are you gonna do here? Alright. Yeah, we'll put that down on the bottom. Let's see, what do we got now? Kind of in a pickle. What are we gonna do? Alright. love to throw my love to throw the Swift Sphere out, but I'd like to counter whatever they throw out as well. Do I let that through? No, I think I'm gonna counter this. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna get that bonus, which sucks. I have a lot of these life gain lands. Not much they can do here. Alright. Well, good game. We are on Arena with the Izzet a test deck. Is it viable? Oh, fantastic. After waiting a minute and a half, go into a draw. Okay, back at it with Izzet a test. Checking to see if this deck is viable. Is it viable? Ooh, the first pancake. I'll take the first pancake, please. I always love the first pancake. For some reason, it's always the tastiest. Go ahead and zap it with Play with Fire, and we'll go in. Be able to get the Wing Commando out. And hopefully start getting some more spells in here. Let's see, that would give... That would only give me 3, so can't really do anything yet. Now we can play. You know this is going to be bad. Let's see what happens. And you're gonna pop the incubators. It's like the third day in a row I've run across somebody playing these centuries. Shoot, I'm gonna get flooded with stuff now, aren't I? This must be a new popular deck running around online. Like I said, this is the third day in a row I've seen it. Well, good game, opponent. Good game. We are back at it on Arena with my Izzet a test deck. Checking to see, is it viable? And if you couldn't tell, it's an Izzet deck. And this is horrible. This is just as horrible. How's anybody supposed to play Magic when you're this bad? Can't go much. Get rid of the consider. And pray that going from a game where I got mana flooded to where I'm getting mana screwed. Let's hope the flood starts up. Yeah, well, they got one of my lands. What do you got? What do you got? Finally got some land. Let's get into it. Can't protect it, unfortunately. And you would think with as popular as the mono red decks are that people would know what these cards are. Ew, tiny bones, tiny bones. What to do, what to do. Okay. I'm not going to do anything for now. We'll just go ahead and pass turn. We'll block Tiny when he comes in for the attack. let's do this. And that wasn't very nice. But that's okay. You're gonna double block. No? Just single block? That's surprising. Tiny Bones. One of my favorite cards. Hate to see it used against me, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, unfortunately, you run into decks like this that just have absolute graveyard hate and hand hate. Wonder how many variations of this particular deck there are. You're not gonna come in with Tiny Bones? No Tiny Bones? Well, that's not very cool. Of course, now I'm getting all the lands and no creatures. Alright, we're just gonna hold back and now that I actually have the land, we'll see if he'll attack end. What you gonna do, Tiny Bones? What you gonna do? We're at an impasse now. What you gonna do, Tiny Bones? What you gonna do? Let's see here. We'll do this. See what happens. Goodbye, Tiny Bones. Goodbye, my friend. That's 4 points damage. That would be 6. Yeah, I'll just attack in with the 1. Alright, let's see what happens next. I have to be careful with the Swift Spear. Didn't I just get rid of an island? I'll throw out a land, see what happens. There we go. I think that was 3 islands in a row. Now you want to kill off that Swift Spear. That's 4 lands in a row, isn't it? No, because I had the Monstrous Rage. And I had the block. Oh, perfect. What'd you get? What did you get? Well, we won't keep that game going any longer than it needed to be. So good game, opponent. Good game. It's actually really tough. Nice to see Tiny Bones doing some heavy lifting. We are back in Arena with the Izzet a test deck. Check to see, is it viable? Ooh. Ooh. That is pretty nice. Uh-oh, an enchant deck. I don't like this. I'll pop off the generous visitor here soon. What you gonna do? Yep. Making me waste my play with fire. just do that. Do this slick shot. Do this slick shot. And we'll go in for combat. No blockers. Monster's Rage. Alright. Need to make sure we get the blue down next. Got the blue down. Go in for the attack. Slick sequence into the face. Play with fire into the face. And it should be game. Wow, that worked really well. Good game, opponent. Okay, so today we checked out my new deck, the Izzet a test, to determine is it viable, and it turns out that it is. Yeah, there are some things that we didn't see. I ended up having to throw out the considers, ended up using the shore up for no reason. Finally got to use my 3 steps ahead in a way that was awesome. And actually remember to use the creature land, and that came in clutch. Didn't like the fact that the Leela was used against me, but it is what it is. Final game was super duper fast. I was actually really surprised by that, but yeah, it's not that bad of a deck. I think I went 3 and 4 on this one, so it actually had a fairly wide range of opponents. So yeah, really happy with this deck. Just want to say thank you for stopping by on spending some of your time with me. Hope that everybody's having a great day. Hope that everybody's doing well. And friends, it doesn't matter what you play, just keep playing.